Alrighty everyone, so laying on your back, you're gonna come with your legs long, your arms wide, and just start to take a couple of deep breaths. Start to just let your body settle and arrive onto your mat. Maybe you start to deepen your breath, or just allow any last little wiggles and wobbles to come out of your body. And then you start to tune in. There's no place you need to be just yet. There's nowhere we need to rush to. There's just you and your breath for the next couple of moments. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting anything from the rest of your day just kind of wash away so you can begin to focus on your body, your breath, and this present moment. And as you begin to lay here, can you just start to lengthen your exhales? Thinking about inhaling for about 3 counts and exhaling for 4. So inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And just continue. You might make it a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. And notice what happens as your body continues to settle. Can you soften your jaw? Can you soften your shoulders? Can you let your body get so heavy into the ground that you feel like you're making an indent into the floor beneath you? A few more breaths here, in and out. Take one more big breath, fill all the way up, and open mouth, sigh it out. On your next inhale, begin to reach your arms long over your head, your legs long down your mat. Take a big early morning stretch like you just woke up. And then exhale, hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. It might feel really nice here to rock a little bit side to side. Maybe rotate in one direction and then the other. And then find your way just back to center. You're gonna hug your right knee in and send your left leg long down your mat. And take a couple circles with the right knee in one direction and then the other. Just kind of massaging the hip joint, checking in with the breath, the back of the legs, the hips. Take one more circle and then come on back through center. You're gonna take your hands behind your right knee, kind of in that knee pit area, and then straighten the right leg out as much as you comfortably can without straining. And then you'll just point and flex the right toes a couple of times. Point and flex, nourishing all the muscles along the back side of your right leg. Take a full inhale and long exhale. On your next inhale, rebend your right knee, draw it in. And then right leg comes across your body, right arm comes out to the side in a T, and you'll take a spinal twist. You might start off really slow, just gently, and then eventually letting gravity pull you towards the ground. 2 full breaths in, long breaths out. Inhaling and exhaling. On your inhale, come back through center, and then right leg reaches long down your mat and pause. Just noticing any differences side to side. And then on your next breath in, arms reach long overhead, legs reach long, fill up. Exhale, this time hug just the left knee into your chest. A couple of circles in one direction and then the other. Just beginning to warm up all the muscles around the hip and knees. One more full circle here. And then the next time you come back through center, your hands come behind the left leg. Left leg straightens, and then you point and flex the left toes a couple of times, noticing how the toes, the ankle, the calf feels, and just continuing to breathe. One more full inhale, and then exhale, rebend the left knee. This time, left arm comes out to the side, left leg comes across your body, and you'll take it slow at first. And then eventually let gravity kind of take you down, but not pushing into discomfort, just sensation. 2 full breaths in, long breaths out. Inhale, stay for the exhale. On your another inhale, come back through center, and then exhale, left leg long, pause. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, bend your knees and place your feet flat. If you have socks on, I'd recommend taking them off at this point, just so you don't slip and slide on your mat. And we're gonna take just 3 simple bridges to start to bring some warmth to the body. So on your next inhale, press down through your feet and lift your hips up. Fill up, hips to the sky. On your exhale, hips lower, back down. Inhale, hips lower, feet press. Exhale, hips lower. On your next inhale, lift the hips and hold. Arms can come by your side. Press through the feet for 3, 2, 1. Hips come to the ground. And then hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. You'll start to rock and roll a little bit forward and back. Forward and back, and eventually making your way through seated to tabletop, hands and knees. So shoulders come over your wrist, hips come over your knees. You're gonna spread all 10 fingers wide and tuck your toes under, and then you'll shift a little bit back and forth. Kind of warming up the hands and feet. In yoga, I always like to say that our hands and feet are really our stable base of support where we can grow out of. So we want to make sure they're really warmed up for our practice. So good. The next time you shift back onto your heels, just hold, getting a nice stretch to the bottom of your feet. Can also be really nice if you're starting to wear some winter boots again. Take a full inhale and exhale. And then inhale, shift back to shoulders over wrists, untuck the toes and give them a little tap out. And then we'll start to make a couple of cat-cow tilts. So on your inhale, heart lifts, tailbone lifts, the belly drops. Exhale to press the ground away and round. Inhaling, heart lifts, tailbone lifts, belly drops. Exhale to round. And then you begin at your own pace. You might start to move your hips side to side. You might shift a little bit forward and back as you do your cat-cows. Exploring the outer edges of your body and just noticing where any tension comes up, where you might need to hold for a little bit longer. And we'll just take about 3 or 4 more breaths here, filling up and letting go. There's no right or wrong movements right now. There's just you kind of getting to know your body this evening. One more round of breath in and out. And then come back through a neutral spine. All 10 fingers spread really wide. You're gonna lift your left leg long behind you and then tap your left toes down to the ground. Press a little bit of weight into your left heel. Stretch out the left calf. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight into your hands. Your right foot's gonna windshield wiper off your mat. And then your left arm reaches up to the sky. So it's this modified side plank. If If you need a little bit more stability, your right foot comes in line with your right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, left fingertips reach towards the front of your mat. Full breath in, long breath out. Another inhale. And then exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Left leg lifts up again. And then left knee to your nose. Pause. Step your left foot between your hands and come on up to this low lunge. If you have blocks, it might be nice to have them nearby. Hands can come to your left thigh. Maybe a little squeeze to this right glute. And then if you feel stable, if you feel comfortable, arms reach tall, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Another full breath in. And exhale, hands to the mat or maybe blocks. And then you straighten the left leg out, maybe walking the hands back. Full inhale, full exhale. Breathing into the back side of your left leg. 2 more breaths in and out. Another inhale. On your exhale, left knee bends. And just take your left knee back to meet your right in tabletop. A round of cat-cows. Maybe a wiggle and a shake side to side. And then we'll take it over to the right. Firm down through your hands. On your inhale, right leg reaches long. Right toes come down to the ground. Press a little bit of weight into your right heel. Inhale. Exhale all of your weight into both hands. Left foot comes off your mat this time. And then right arm reaches up to the sky. Take a full breath in. And exhale, right fingertips reach towards the front of your mat. A full inhale. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Right knee to your nose and step it through. Low lunge, press yourself up. Might feel really good to squeeze the left glute here, to take your hands to your thighs. So full inhale, a long exhale. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And then exhale, both hands to blocks. Right leg straightens and you fold over the right leg. 2 breaths in and out. Another inhale. Exhale, back. Right knee bends. Hands come back to tabletop. A round of cat-cows once again. Maybe a wiggle and a shake. And then you're going to firm it down through all 10 fingers. Step your right foot back and then your left. Take a full inhale. Plank. Stay for the exhale. Another breath in and then hips pull high, downward dog. You might walk your toes in just an inch and then you play around, maybe bending one knee and then the other. Shaking your head yes and no. Wiggling your hips side to side. Continuing that exploration of how your body feels here and now. And following up with breath. A full inhale. A long exhale. Another breath in. And exhale to let it go. And then find a moment of stillness. Let your head hang heavy. Let your breath be full. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrists, high plank. On your exhale, shift back, downward dog. Inhale to shift forward, high plank. Exhale to shift back, downward dog. Build a little bit of warmth. On your inhale, shift forward, high plank. Stay for your exhale. Another full breath in, and then knees come to the mat. Bend your elbows, lower all the way to the ground. Hands stay where they are, and maybe pull back a couple inches and your elbows hug into your side. On your inhale, heart lifts, baby cobra. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, heart lifts, baby cobra. Stay for the exhale, press into the tops of your feet. Take another full breath in and lower all the way down. On your inhale, press up through tabletop And then toes touch, knees wide, child's pose, sink back, arms reach long. Child's pose is always a wonderful place to come back to your breath, come back to your body, and check in. And the whole time, staying with your breath, checking in with your body. On your next inhale, press into both palms and lift the chest just a little bit. You'll take your left arm and thread it underneath your right armpit in that little gateway, and then left shoulder, left cheek comes to the mat. So it's thread the needle, but with child's pose legs. It can feel really nice on your upper back. 2 more breaths here, in and out. 1 more full inhale. Exhale, right hand plants, unwind, left arm reaches long, forehead to the ground. A full breath in, full breath out. And then press into both hands. This time, right arm comes underneath the left armpit, right shoulder, right cheek down. Thread the needle to the other side, really focusing on those upper back muscles. On your next exhale, unwind, right arm reaches long, take a full breath in. Exhale, forehead to the mat. And then inhale, pull yourself tabletop to downward dog, toes tuck, hips high. A full breath in. And then exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands to the top of your mat. Bending your knees as much as you need, grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow and just swaying side to side for a moment. Letting your head and neck release. Letting your legs and spine get long. Take 1 more full breath and then exhale, both hands to the ground. Inhale, press your palms into your shin, lift your heart. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, palms to your shin, crown of the head reaches. Exhale to melt. On your next inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Arms reach for the sky. And then exhale, take a little side bend up and over to the left. A little C curve. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back through center, gaze up. Exhale, big arm circle, back Tadasana. Take a second to get really firm through your feet. Bend the knees and press into your feet, and then palms shine forward. Pause for a second here. Maybe closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, or just finding a single point to gaze at straight in front of you. And then taking a moment to set an intention for your practice tonight. Maybe it's something you'd like to feel or embody, something you'd like to do or be. Just 1 word that resonates with you this evening. And then to seal it in, we'll bring our hands to heart center. Take a full breath in, fill all the way up, and an open mouth. Beautiful. Let's flow a little bit. On your inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Flat back, inhale. Plant your palms, step back, exhale. Drop your knees or keep them lifted and lower halfway, low push up. Inhale, upward dog, tops of the feet press, chest lifts. On your exhale, take it back to downward dog and breathe. I inhale, I exhale. Full breath in, long breath out. So another inhale to prepare. Exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back, palms to your shin. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, arms reach for the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over your legs. Flat back, inhale, palms plant, step back, high push up, lower halfway low. Upward dog or baby cobra, fill up. Downward dog or child's pose, let it go and land. Checking in, breathing and rooting down to the earth. One more full round of breath in. Full round of breath out. Another inhale. Exhale, step, step or jump, top of mat. Flat back to inhale. Fold to exhale. Inhale, rise to reach the sky. Exhale, bow over your legs. Flat back, inhale. Plant your palms high to low push-up, however you'd like to take it. Upward dog, heart lifts. Downward dog, hips lift. A full breath in and an open mouth. Another full inhale and then exhale, toes touch, knees wide, sit back to a child's pose once again. This might be a really nice time to grab some water, to check in with your body and to check in with your breath. Noticing after you shake things up how it lands, what your body might be asking from you this evening, what your breath is asking. And then on your next inhale, you'll make your way back to downward dog, toes tuck, hips lift. A full breath in to fill, a full breath out to let it go. Right leg lifts high. Bend your knee, open your hip, and shake your right leg out. You might wiggle your toes, circles with the ankle, kick it around. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, right knee to your nose, hover, a little bit of core work. Three-legged dog, reach up and back. Right knee to your nose, and step your right foot forward. Left knee comes to the mat, arms sweep overhead, inhale. Stay for the exhale. A full breath in, and then hands to the mat or maybe blocks. Right leg straightens and folds. A full inhale, a long exhale. On your inhale, right knee bends. Left toes tuck, straighten the left leg for runner's lunge, and then step it forward, forward folds. Flat back to inhale, fold to exhale. Gonna press into your feet, bend your knees, drop your hips, take your hands to your thighs for chair pose. I like to press my hands into my thighs, get a little length through my spine, bend the knees just a little bit more, and then just begin to float my arms overhead, stopping where it feels good. Take one more full breath in, stay for the exhale. Another inhale, fold over your legs, let it go. Flat back, inhale, and then right foot steps back. Right knee lowers, arms sweep overhead, fill up. Stay for the exhale. Another breath in, and then hands to mat or blocks. Left leg straightens and folds. A full inhale, a full exhale. Left knee bends, right toes tuck, runner's lunge. And then your palms will plant. Option to step back for a high to low push-up or head straight back to downward dog. Upward dog is next, and downward dog. Wherever you are, we're landing in downward dog for a full breath in and an open mouth. There's always so many different ways to make this your own. So whether that's taking child's pose or skipping the vinyasa, listen to your body this evening. On your next breath in, left leg lifts high. Bend your knee, open your hip, shake the left leg out. Try not to kick a wall like me. Wiggle the toes, the ankle. Just take a breath in. And then exhale, left knee to your nose, shift forward, a little core work. Three-legged dog, lift up and back. Left knee to your nose, step it through, runner's lunge. Right knee lowers, this time one breath in, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat or blocks. Left leg straightens and folds, so good. Inhale, left knee bends, right toes tuck, runner's lunge. Exhale, step it through, forward fold. Flat back to inhale. Fold to exhale. Bend your knees, sit the hips back, arms sweep tall, chair pose. Fill up. Fold over your legs, let it go. Flat back, inhale. Big step back, left foot. Left knee down, arms sweep tall, low lunge, fill up. Exhale, both hands to the ground, right leg straightens and folds. A full inhale, a long exhale. Inhale, right knee bends, left toes tuck, runner's lunge. Option for a high to low push-up or straight back to downward dog. When you arrive in downward dog, take a full breath in, fill all the way up, and an open mouth. Take 2 more breaths, either here or in child's pose, whatever calls to you more. Letting your body guide you along the way this evening and letting your breath follow. So good. On your next inhale, we'll meet back in downward dog. Toes tuck, hips lift high. A full breath in, an open mouth. Right leg lifts high, inhale. Right foot steps between your hands, runner's lunge. Here you might grab blocks or a water bottle if you have it to give yourself a little bit more space. Take a breath in. And then left hand presses down to the ground. You might even make a fist. And right arm reaches up to the sky. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, wrap your right arm around your right leg and tap your left elbow with your right hand. Awesome. Inhale, right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, right arm wraps around your right leg. Reach for the left elbow. Right arm back up to the sky. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Another full breath in, and then right hand down to the ground. Pause for a second, press firmly into your feet, and then rise all the way up to sand crescent lunge. Take a full breath in, and then exhale, settle in. Another inhale, strong through the legs. Stay for the exhale. Last breath in, and then open up warrior 2. And you might need to adjust your feet here, wiggling your front knee forward, paralleling your back foot, and then you bend into your right knee. And last but not least, arms reach tall. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Right leg straightens, arms reach overhead, gentle warrior, get tall. Warrior 2, land. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. And then right forearm to right thigh, left arm to the sky, side angle lunge. Bending into that right knee for stability. It might feel really nice to take the left hand behind your low back for a little opening across your chest. 2 breaths in and out. Full inhales, long exhales. On your next inhale, rise back up, warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel down, hands to the mat. Another option for a vinyasa, high to low, or straight back to downward dog, yogi's choice. If you're taking high to low, you're coming from upward dog to downward dog. And then wherever you are, take a full inhale. And an open mouth. One more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Left leg lifts high, inhale. Step it between your hands, runner's lunge, blocks or tented fingertips. Pause. Get some space here. And bend into the left knee. And then right hand to the mat, left arm reaches up to the sky for a twist. Inhale. Exhale, left arm wraps around your left leg. Reach for the right elbow, tap. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, wrap the left arm around, tap. One more, inhale, reach. Stay for the exhale. Another full breath in, and then both hands down to the ground. Readjust your feet and firm down. And then inhale, slowly rise up to crescent lunge. Stay for the exhale. You might need to bend the back knee a little bit and play around here to feel really tall and strong. Fill up. Let it go. Another inhale, and then exhale to open warrior two. Left knee is bent. Right foot is parallel to the long edge of your mat. Short edge of your mat. Arms reach, pause. Full breath in. Long breath out. Left leg straightens, arms reach overhead. Gentle warrior. Warrior two, land. Flip your front palm, reach up and back. And then left forearm to left thigh, right arm to the sky, side angle lunge. There's always that option to take the right hand behind your low back for a little chest stretch. 3 breaths in and out. Filling up and letting go. 1 more full round of breath in and out. Rise back up, warrior two. Flip your front palm reverse and then cartwheel your hands to the mat. High to low push-up or straight back to downward dog. A full breath in wherever you are. A long breath out. 1 more inhale and long exhale. Right leg lifts high, inhale. Right foot between your hands, runner's lunge. Press down through your feet and come on up to stand crescent, fill up. This time you're gonna exhale, your arms will come back as your chest leans forward. So it's airplane arms. Your arms are back, palms to the ground. Take a breath in, then you're gonna press through this left foot and balance on your right for airplane. You might add some turbulence and bend your knee. You might tap the left toes down for a little bit of balance help. Take 1 more full breath in. Big step back to crescent lunge, arms to the sky once again. Stay for the exhale. Another inhale. Open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. This time, right leg straightens. Pause. Hips pull back as your right arm reaches forward and lands on your shin or maybe a block if you have it. Left arm to the sky, triangle pose. Gazing down at your right toes or up at your left fingertips for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise to stand. Both hands come to your hips and feet parallel to face the same edge of the mat. Take a full breath in and then exhale, fold completely over your legs for a wide-legged forward fold. Might feel really nice to take your hands to the mat or maybe grab opposite hand to opposite elbow or hands to your ankles. Someplace you feel like you can fully rest for 3 more breaths in and out. On your next inhale, hands come underneath your shoulders, flat back. Exhale, all 10 toes face the front of your mat, runner's lunge. Plant your palms, another vinyasa, or straight back to downward dog. When you arrive in downward dog, a full breath in and a long breath out. 1 more big inhale. And long exhale. And then left leg lifts high, fill up. Step it through, runner's lunge. Rise to stand crescent. And then exhale, arms come back as your chest leans forward. Take a full breath in and then fly forward, airplane, right leg lifts. Breathing for 3, palms face the ground, 2, 1. Big step back, crescent lunge, arms reach tall. Inhale. Open up, warrior two. Take up space.
Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior, and then left leg straightens. Hips pull back as your left arm reaches forward and lands on your shin, right arm to the sky. Triangle pose, Trikonasana, gazing at your toes or fingertips. And think really active through your feet and hands. The firmer your feet press into the floor, the easier it is to balance. One more full round of breath in and out. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands come to your hips. Feet parallel once again. And then two options here. You might take opposite hand to opposite elbow behind your back, or you might interlace your hands behind your back depending on your shoulder flexibility. I'm gonna take opposite hand to opposite elbow. On your inhale, fill, and on your exhale, fold over your legs, let it go. If at any point either of those binds don't feel good in your shoulders, just release your hands to the mat. You have 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, pivot all 10 toes to face the front of your mat. Take a full breath in, and then hands to the mat. Step back to plank, everyone. A full breath in, and long breath out. Another inhale, and then bend your elbows lower all the way down to the ground. We're gonna take one belly back bend to strengthen the back side of your body. Forehead and chin come to the mat. Fingertips tent next to your body. Tops of the feet press into the ground. Fingertips press in. And then using the strength of the back of your body, you're gonna lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale, maybe you float your feet or your hands. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Elbows come wide. Hands make a little pillow for your head. And then you're gonna bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet side to side. And then start to slow down your breath. Start to slow down your body. Start to notice what comes up here. And then let your legs come long. And you're gonna take 3 deep breaths. And I want you to picture the space behind your heart, the space between your shoulder blades filling up with air and lifting to the sky. Inhale to fill. Exhale to melt into the mat. Inhale to fill. Exhale to melt. One more full breath in and out. So good. And then you're gonna come up onto your elbows for a second. You're gonna take your left arm out to the side in a T and take your left cheek to the mat. Really gently, you're gonna press your right hand into the ground and just roll over until you feel a stretch in the front of your left shoulder. You don't wanna force it or make it feel discomfort, just a little stretch. 2 more breaths in and out. Another inhale, and then exhale onto your belly. You're gonna come up into this Sphinx pose for a second and readjust if you need to. And then right arm comes out to the side. Right cheek comes to the mat, left hand to the floor. And then pressing into your left hand, you're gonna roll over onto your right arm. Really gently, just breathing. So good, come on back through center. This time you're gonna take your elbows underneath your shoulders and your palms will plant firmly on the ground, and think about lifting your chest through your biceps, like a little back bend. So good, take an inhale, exhale, lower down, make that pillow with your hands again for a moment. You're gonna draw your left knee in line with your left hip. So this is called a half frog pose. It just opens up the inner thighs. And then you can take your hands to the pillows, or if you want a little stretch to your neck, you can bring your hands out in goalposts and relax your right cheek to the ground.
And then just let your body start to melt into the earth. On your next exhale, left leg comes long down your mat. On your inhale, press up to the Sphinx pose. This time, right knee comes out to the side, and you can lower yourself back down. Left cheek to the mat, goalpost both arms. Your right knee is in line with your right hip. And it might not feel like a lot of sensation, but can you let your body fully relax here? Can you let your breath get long? On your next exhale, right leg comes long. Come up to the Sphinx pose one last time. And then we're gonna roll over onto your back. So if you wanna grab socks or sweater or blanket, just have it nearby because we're gonna start to cool down. When you arrive on your back, can hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit side to side, making circles in one direction and then the other. And then grabbing onto the outsides of your feet or ankle, coming into happy baby. Feet stack over your knees. It might feel really nice to kick one leg and then the other, or just to kind of hang out, opening up the hips a little bit more. Take a breath in and out. And then hug both knees back into your chest. This time, place both feet flat on the floor. Right ankle will cross over left thigh, and then option to stay here. If you want a little more sensation, reach for your left thigh, hugging it in. And breathe. You might rock a little bit side to side. You might hug this left thigh in, but wherever you are, keep breathing. One more big breath in here, and then left foot comes to the ground. You're gonna keep this shape with your legs, and both arms are gonna come wide. Taking this entire shape, you're gonna tip it over to the left for a little twisted figure four. This might get a nice bit of sensation through the rest of your hip. And take a couple of deep breaths in. Long breaths out. On your next inhale, come back through center and unwind your legs. This time, left ankle crosses over your right thigh. Hug your right leg into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. You might notice some side to side differences, and that's totally normal. Can you show up without judgment to what comes up? And breathe. On your next exhale, right foot comes to the ground, but keep this shape. Both arms come out to the side, and then tip this whole shape over to the right so your left foot lands outside your right hip. 3 breaths. On your next inhale, come back through center, unwind and hug both knees into your chest. Bring your head towards your knees, curl up in a little ball, and then relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Hugging both knees in this time, you're just gonna take both knees over to the left, this time for more of a spinal twist. Your left hand can take the outside of your right leg and your right arm reaches. Inhale yourself back through center. Hug both knees in, and then both knees come over to the right, left arm out to the side. Last time, back through center, hug your knees in. This time, soles of your feet come to touch on the floor, knees out wide in this pose called Supta Baddha Konasana. And then you can either take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, or maybe reach your arms overhead, whatever feels more comfortable. And begin to close your eyes here. Letting your body continue to slow down, your breath continue to lengthen. See if there's anything else you need from class this evening. Take a full breath in and an open mouth. And there's always an option to stay right here. Or if you'd like to get more comfortable, begin to extend one leg and then the other long down your mat. One arm and then the other long by your side. Together we'll take one more last breath in, fill up, and open mouth. Shavasana.
Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, making gentle circles with your wrists and your ankles. Take a full deep breath in and sigh it out. And then begin to hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Take a full breath in and exhale to roll over onto one side. Grounding down onto one side of your body, feeling the earth beneath you. On your next inhale, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed or a soft gaze, just reoriented yourself to seated, taking your hands to your thighs. And notice what comes up. Notice how you feel and what you may need. And then hands can come to heart center. Taking a moment here to revisit the intention you set at the beginning of class. Decide if it's something you'd like to take with you throughout the rest of your day, your week, or maybe this new month. Whatever it is, whatever you decide, together we'll take one last full breath in, fill all the way up, and open mouth. Thumbs come to third eye center. It is with the utmost respect and gratitude that I bow to you. Namaste.